The headlines: World Bank releases new Zika funds as Ireland says a case of the virus was imported from Barbados. Guess what Bajans are surfing for on the internet? One hint: porn is more popular than CNN. And the top two in West Indies cricket clash at Kensington Oval this weekend. Welcome to Nation News for Thursday, February the 18th, 2016.
Private and public sector leaders, Barbados' best employers, BBE, is back. Organizations, large or small, private or public sector, enter BBE 2016 now. Benefit from an independent staff survey and much more. All interested in improving staff engagement and productivity, here is the catalyst to get you moving. Our theme, maximising productivity, building a better Barbados. To enter, visit our website or call us at Caribbean Catalyst.
The World Bank says Barbados, the Bahamas, and Antigua and Barbuda are among the nations which have most to fear from economic losses as a result of the spread of the Zika virus. The bank has made $150 million immediately available to Caribbean and Latin American nations to help fight the virus. But despite its concerns over possible reduced travel to the Caribbean and other negative effects, the World Bank says the impact from the epidemic is likely to be small. That is in line with comments made this week by Caribbean tourism officials who are forecasting that arrivals to the region will increase by about 5% this year, from nearly 29 million visitors in 2015. Meanwhile, Irish media say the country's third case of the Zika virus has been confirmed in a patient who returned from Barbados. Two other people who returned to Ireland from Colombia since the beginning of the year also tested positive for the virus. A senior American energy strategist has said in Barbados that people should enjoy the current low oil prices while they can, as they won't last. Fadl Gate says prices below $30 a barrel are not sustainable and will increase. The question is, by how much?
I do believe that oil prices will recover to a much higher level, significantly above the current level. The question is not if, is when and by how much. I do believe we are going to go to what I call the new normal. $30 oil is not the normal, $100 oil is not the normal. The normal is what is sustainable, what is make economic sense, what will give companies and investor some decent return for the risk that they are taking. There is no investment that is, risk-free.
Mr. Gate was the guest speaker at a lecture on the future outlook on oil prices. He said there will always be volatility so oil producers can make money, and dismissed the suggestion that oil is running out. Labour Minister Dr. Esther Bayersuku has called for more cooperation and collaboration from vested interests as Barbados forges ahead as a green economy. She was speaking at the start of a two-day workshop on green energy at which she outlined some of the guidelines that have been put in place.
As I said, we developed policy guidelines for what has been articulated as a green transition towards, a just transition towards environmentally sustainable economies and societies for all. That is, guidelines will ensure that as we transition from a carbon-based economy to a low-carbon, resource-efficient economy, no one is disadvantaged, and the benefits will accrue to all in the society. These guidelines were based on a review of evidence and experiences from countries implementing various strategies in environmental sustainability, the greening of enterprises, and the promotion of green jobs.
Dr. Bayersuku said the push to a green economy should not be done by government alone. People living with HIV continue to face discrimination, but it is on the decline, says an official. Manager of the HIV/AIDS Food Bank, Stacia Whitaker, said that in addition to nutritional support to HIV/AIDS patients, they also try to combat discrimination.
Today, we still have that issue. It's not. I can't say it's not as before, because clearly we have organizations that come forward to donate. We're seeing more churches, something that we didn't see in the inception, and different areas of the community contributes to the food bank. And clearly we cannot do it without the continued support of our communities, like you, like government ministries. Personally with HIV and AIDS, I'd like to stress that there are still individuals that are living with the disease, and therefore they're part of our community. their heads of households, and therefore their children are affected by the scourges that some of these individuals receive.
There are no real surprises among the top websites visited by Barbadians. Google, YouTube, Facebook, and Amazon are the top 4 according to the stats compiled over the past month by Alexa, Amazon's web analytics company. NationNews.com, the Nation Publishing Company's website where you may be watching this newscast, is the top local website visited and comes out at number 10. Outside of the traditional sites, entertainment and movie pages like primewire.ag, cat.cr, and projectfreetv.so are prominent in the top 25. 2 popular porn websites, porn lovers will know which hubs and X channels to visit. They are in the top 35, finishing above such heavyweights as CNN.com. In sport, the 2 Barbadians on the West Indies Under-19 World Championship team say they see a bright future for cricket in the region. Shamar Spray, the all-rounder whose chest roll dance became a tournament hit, and Shamar Holder, a late addition to the squad, spoke to Nation News on the sidelines of a reception honouring the team.
The future is very bright once it's in our hands because we are very hungry and are willing to work hard to get back on top.
Well, it was a great experience to get a call up because someone was hurt, and I just went in there and continued from Super 50, original Super 50, made a good performance. So it wasn't really hard because I knew the guys from regional on the 19th, so just getting to know the conditions and how you keep playing.
Nothing less than a victory will do for Barbados pride in their top-of-the-table clash with Guyana Jaguars in their West Indies First-Class Championship match, which begins at Kensington Oval on Friday. Champions Guyana are on 101 points, 19 ahead of second-place Barbados, and the hosts will be anxious to avoid the type of chastening defeat they suffered at the Oval last season against the Jaguars. Barbados are without some of their top players who are going off on international duty or injured, while the Guyanese will be near full strength. Given the bonus point system, a comprehensive victory would be the best tonic for the Bajans if they hope to regain the trophy from the Guyanese. And finally, police in Pennsylvania say an 81-year-old woman chased down robbers who stole her purse, ramming their car with hers and leaving damage that helped officers apprehend them. The woman was sitting in her car in her driveway on Tuesday when she was approached by a man and woman, and as she talked to them through an open window, one grabbed her purse and they fled in a car. Police say the woman took off after them and hit their car, but the duo drove off. Officers found their damaged car in a grocery store parking lot and arrested the suspects on the robbery and other charges on Wednesday. And that's Nation News for Thursday. For more Nation News, log on to nationnews.com or follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. And remember to pick up your Weekend Nation, the full package, on Friday, or subscribe to our e-paper.